a shove, a lesson is learned. Fist might fly when the tension breaks. You do what you gotta, for goodness sakes. It's Sunday, Sunday, blood, sweat, and glory. Highline racing, yeah, we ride the story. Feel the thunder, hear the crowd ignite. We on the bank top, we on the fight. It's Sunday, Sunday, blood, sweat, and glory. Highline racing, yeah, we ride the story. Feel the thunder, hear the crowd ignite. We on the back top, we on the fight. Tempers get hot when the rubber burns. A push to a shove, a lesson is learned. Fist might fly when the tension breaks. You do what you gotta, for goodness sakes. It's Sunday, Sunday, blood, sweat, and glory. Highline racing, yeah, we ride the story. Feel the thunder, hear the crowd ignite. We on the back top, we on the fight. It's Sunday, Sunday, blood, sweat, and glory. Highline racing, yeah, we ride the story. Feel the thunder, hear the crowd ignite. We on the back top, we on the fight. Tempers get hot when the rubber burns. A push to a shove, a lesson is learned. Fist might fly when the tension breaks. You do what you gotta, for goodness sakes. It's Sunday, Sunday, blood, sweat, and glory. Highline racing, yeah, we ride the story. Feel the thunder, hear the crowd ignite. We on the back top, we on the fight. It's Sunday, Sunday, blood, sweat, and glory. Highline racing, yeah, we ride the story. Feel the thunder, hear the crowd ignite. We on the back top, we on the fight. Tempers get hot when the rubber burns. A push to a shove, a lesson is learned. Fist might fly when the tension breaks. You do what you gotta, for goodness sakes. It's Sunday, Sunday, blood, sweat, and glory. Highline racing, yeah, we ride the story. Feel the thunder, hear the crowd ignite. We on the back top, we...
Somebody's going to win, somebody's going to lose. Losing is not even fun. Somebody's going to win, somebody's going to lose.
All right, guys, we are live right here on Highline Racing Network. I'm Tommy Rogers, and I will be your broadcaster tonight as usual. So as you can see, we've got some new graphics up tonight. Most of the stuff is working as advertised. We got a few little things that we got to dial in, but this is day one. We're basically starting all over. And, You know, we made a promise to each and every one of you guys that we were going to do our best to try to make sure we gave you the best product that we can. You know, at the end of the day, through networking, we've met some great guys, and as a result, you know, you guys are seeing the results of that, I should say. The graphics are going to be much better. The functionality is going to be much better. And we're going to work on it throughout this race. We're going to kind of play around with some of our settings now, and we're going to test some of that stuff out. But ultimately, it's all about the race, and we're just going to be focusing on the broadcast. But like I said, you'll see a couple of little things that we're gonna have to tweak. But for the most part, things are looking good. So we will. We're going to kick it off the way we do it on the Highline Racing Network. Now we're going to start out with jumping around. We're going to take a look at some of the drivers before we get into episode 11 that aired just, yesterday? So we're going to get that going. Let everybody see that in case you missed it. Work our way into some fans and some crew chief scenes. And before you know it, we're going to be racing. So we're gonna be on the move tonight as we jump around. All right, we're gonna start it out with Alex Leeball. Alex Leeball there in the 24, representing LSH Racing. Good to see Alex as he's running there with Dave Scott in the 75 from S&M, and I'm not quite sure who that is behind Dave Scott at the moment. But we're going to keep bouncing around. There's Brian Hebert. Brian Hebert's got a fan in that we got to meet with earlier today, so we're definitely going to talk to her and see what she has to say regarding why she's a Brian Hebert fan. So good to see Brian Hebert out here from CNY Racing, not seeing your partner just yet. He might be out here, Michael Jennings, so we'll keep an eye out. We're going to continue bouncing around here. All right, what do we got now? We got Isabel Pena. Isabel Pena, always in the M&M 48 car, climbing the ranks throughout the Highline Racing Network. But more importantly, a lot of the guys are starting to respect Isabel Pena and his craft and how he drives clean and respectful, yet he's competitive. And those are the kind of things that lead to bigger and better things. So I expect to see Isabel Pena moving up the field is simply because he's going to be a person that everyone's going to be willing to work with. And he lost his partner. Jacobs was his partner from Rebel Racing, but he went ballistic and he's nowhere to be seen anymore. We're moving along. We got Jim Sagridu of AWR, number 21, the Highline Racing Network voice. So all the guys that are in the race right now, they're listening to Jim. Jim's a partner with Highline Racing Network, and he does a phenomenal job. Check him out. Oh, we got James Smith in here tonight. James Smith of S&M. James Smith is the CEO of S&M. Good to see James Smith out here as he's running laps right now. Looks like he's right behind his co-CEO of Ricky Miles. We'll get eyes on Ricky. Get a close-up shot of that car here in just a moment as we're bouncing around. Got Patrick Mercer here. Patrick Mercer, first time, I believe, running with the Highline Racing Network. Good to see you out here, Patrick. There's Ricky Miles. See if we can't get a better shot of Ricky Miles here. Oh, getting a good shot of Ricky getting spun right there, it looked like. There's Ricky Miles there with the S&M iRacing Motorsports across the hood. Got Stephen Ward in here tonight. Stephen Ward there in the Skittles 36. Good to see Stephen Ward with us. We got Chris Vinson in here. Chris Vinson is, well, I guess for lack of other words to use, the dude is a superstar. We're talking Chris Vinson is a TWRS house driver. You see the TWRS stuff all over that car. He's going to be a force. He always is. So definitely keep an eye on Chris Vinson from TWRS. Brandon Showers. Not sure where Brandon's running around right now. He's definitely not on track. We got Sam Baker. Sam Baker there in the 4 car. Moving along, we'll get eyes on Eric Hayden real quick. Get a couple more of these guys, and then we're going to start moving right along, jumping into episode 11. All right, Jerry Fassett. Jerry Fassett's out here. Good to see Jerry out here. He's another one of the admins and partners of Highline Racing Network. Is Jerry runs Blind Squirrel Media. Definitely check out Blind Squirrel Media on YouTube. Blaine Withers there in the 19 Bass Pro Shops car. I do believe this might be Blaine's first time with us. Good to see you out here, Blaine. Love the car. Big supporter. All right. Well, I think things are looking good right now. We're gonna take a look at one more guy, my buddy, the Wolf, Ryan Wilson of AWR. You'll see he's always running with that Wolf across that hood, no matter what he's running. It could be a AWR, it could be a Highline, it could be whatever. It's got to have a Wolf. Good to see Ryan Wilson out here. See if we can't get a better shot. Just gotta, still, like I said, still learning where all of my different views and different camera angles are at as we're getting used to this new setup. Well, like I said, we're going to keep bouncing around. We got more graphics to show you guys, a lot more. You have no idea the level of new things that I don't even know what some of this stuff is called. It's so new. There's not near as many people that's going to have what we have at this moment. I'm sure a lot of this stuff is going to catch on quick, and more broadcasters are going to get with the program here. But in the meantime, we're looking good. So as you can see, we can just click of a button, we can see the top 5 fastest laps. You know, it doesn't matter. You know, if we want to see lap leaders, once the race kicks off, we're going to see all of that. We're going to see who's getting repairs. We're going to see a lot of new information. We're going to be able to display it right there for you, along with a lot of other things. Some of our overlays right now are casting this black little rim around our overlay. We'll get that situated more than likely tomorrow, and by next broadcast, which is going to be in a couple weeks, we'll have all that situated. All right. Well, it's time to kick off the show. So we're going to head over and we're going to watch the show, episode 11. Check it out.
Welcome back to the show on the Highline Racing Network. You're going to love this episode as we see dancing superstar Dark Horse's Nicholas Baumann getting his first win on the Highline. Over to you, Dan.
Nick Baumann took everything in Charlotte. Pole, fastest lap, laps led, the stage, and the win. We are going to show you the highlights, but first we have a quick sit down with Sean Stamper of S&M.
Welcome to the party, Sean Stamper. It is great to have you here. What are you expecting out of the race in Daytona?
I expect a wild night for sure, but in the end, S&M will be on top this time.
Do you think you can really get by AWR and Dark Horse?
Hell yes, I do. We got the Anaheim Hammer, the CEO, and Ricky the Rocket. We were made for super speedways.
Hey ladies, who wants an autograph?
There was only one stage in this 40-lap race, and Twinkle Toes wins it. Check it out, fellas.
Watching our leader coming out of 11 through 12. Oh my goodness. Nick Baumann looks like he has had to pit. So we're on to Corey Cook now. It looks like Corey Cook might end up being our winner.
Caution's out.
Ho!
All right, buddy, you had a couple laps by yourself there. How'd it feel?
Wow, I am not sure what just transpired there. I'd love to get some confirmation from race control. That was pretty confusing there. We're getting information that Nick Baumann crossed the line in the pits. I understand. We'll show his glorious drive through the pits with his 13-second lead to win the stage. So here we go. Nick Baumann taking it down into the pits to take stage one. That's something else, Nick. Nick right there in the 88 Red Bull car taking stage one right here in the Charlotte Roval on the Highline Racing Network. Good stuff, Nick Baumann.
Highline was not happy by Nick exploiting the rules, but he was also praised for implementing a superior strategy. Check out what some of the other drivers had to say about it right after this brief commercial break.
Look what he did, confused us all and pissed me off. How dare he beat us so bad he has time to pit and win the stage?
I freaking love armadillo dogs. Now y'all get.
It was genius what he did. Next time I'm in the lead, I'm doing the same thing. Do you know where the armadillo dog stand is? Your boy is hungry. Look, Highline has all of these frickin' analysts, and they couldn't figure it out. I knew exactly what the issue was, but they wouldn't listen to me. Whatever.
Wow, Evan Perry seemed upset. Let's see the highlights of the win.
Nick Baumann coming through the bus stop. Trevor Haley gets a little loose. The white flag is out. The white flag is out. It's all or nothing right here, Trevor. Trevor, if you're going to do it, now is the time. Nick Baumann is flying. Nick Baumann coming into turn 4. Hitting a straightaway on his way to turn 5. Battling it on the nose, coming into 6. Right here on the nose of Nick Baumann, leading the way right here in Charlotte. Slow turn through 7 and 8. Nick Bauman has now got a 2-second lead over his teammate Trevor Haley. Trevor Haley's still there, but no chance at catching him as Jacob Brown and Joe Kwan don't either. Nick Bauman coming up into the chicane, coming out of 12. We're only a few turns away from a winner right here tonight. Nick Bauman in the dark horse, Red Bull 88, coming through 14 into the bus stop. And ladies and gentlemen, Nick Bauman in the 88 of Dark Horse is taking the win right here.
Welcome to Stats. We are going for a cool Zach Cato vibe this week. And the top 5 changes once again.
Haley is still holding top spot with Cook in second, but what is crazy is seeing Escamilla drop to 4th and Fassett is right behind Hayden in 5th.
Daytona Thursday is going to be something special for sure. Over to you, Lisa.
Well, as a result of the new rule following Nick's win, the pits will close 2 laps before the stage on all road courses going forward. And our superstar Nick Bauman was eliminated from Dancing with the Stars Tuesday night. I was heartbroken. Let's see why. Wow. Hopefully that slip up does not affect Nick's signature shoe deal. We have to head to commercial, so here they are.
That will do it. When it's time to go lightning fast, you need Team Watson Racing setups. We use real thunder.
When you're looking for a setup and a community that stands behind it, Team Watson Racing Setups. Serious setups for drivers who are done guessing.
If you're obsessed with dance like me, pick the limited edition gold twinkle toe pair. Bling bling.
Those are so cute. I want a pair to wear on the show. Hook your girl up with a discount code Nick. Now let's head to Winner's Circle.
This is my first win on the High Line, and I want to thank everyone except my dancing partner because she sucks at dancing. Straight up.
See you guys next week, right here on the High Line.
We did it! This victory's for the team! Yeah!
Yeah, I'm in the veins, feeling like a dark horse. Nothing can contain me. It'll be forced. Every race I'm taking, you know more I need to.
All right. Hey, that was episode 11, man. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. And we are getting ready to bounce around a little bit. Like we said, we're gonna take a look at a few more cars before we jump in and check out the fans. So let's head over and check out Trevor Haley, our points leader. Trevor Haley's out here running. Trevor Haley should be in the 12. Let me get his. There we go. Trevor Haley tonight running the Mountain Dew car. They're always in the 12. And, you know, I want to show you guys a few things real quick. We're going to go over standings. Since we brought up that Trevor Haley is indeed our leader. So as you can see, with a click of a button, we can now show you our points leaders. All this stuff coming right out of Sim Racer Hub. As you can see, Trevor Haley, Corey Cook, Nick Bauman, Juan Escamilla, Eric Hayden, Jerry Fassett, Randy Showers, Evan Perry, and John Miles are, along with Timothy Tyler, are our top 10. Notable things to see here is Juan Escamilla is in the race tonight. He fell off, missed a couple races. He was our previous points leader. As you can see, he's got 4 wins with 6 top 5s along with top 10. So keep an eye on him, man. I believe Juan Escamilla is going to battle. Of course, Nick Bauman won last night, so everybody's going to have eyes on Nick as well. But we're going to get a few of these little things tweaked, get it all dialed in. You guys will love it as soon as it's all done. Looks like we've got Eric Hayden. Let's see where Eric Hayden is at. Eric Hayden is in the pits. Well, we're getting ready to move up to getting ready for qualification. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to knock out our fans and move right into the national anthem. Spent a little bit too much time playing around with some of these new features we got, and we still have plenty more. But here we go. Check out the fans.
Why are you a Brian Hubbard fan? He's just amazing on the track. I've followed him for years, and his energy is unmatched.
Do you think he and his teammate Michael are going to do well here in Daytona today?
Absolutely. The team is feeling really confident about today's race.
We are here from the Cribbage Club of Ohio supporting our favorite dancer, Nick Bauman.
Because he's hot!
Look on God, Cato is due a Highline win, and why not today? And I already told Jepson and his crew to stay out of our way.
I said stay away from us!
Look, I know I am currently the only woman crew chief in the Highline, but so what? Nobody knows an engine like I do. I mean, we have Team Watson Racing set up, so my job is easy.
Our plan tonight is to slap on some lip gloss and get out there and tell all the guys to change tires fast and scream at Jerry when he touches the brakes.
All right, guys, those were the crew chiefs and the fans for this week. I'm sure you guys are get a kick out of some of that, but we're getting ready to have a green flag here pretty soon. So get to your feet. It's national anthem time.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, it looks like we're just wrapping up last little bits of qualification here. Taking a look at some of our practice results here as we're kind of sitting here. We had Zach Harry, Juan Escamilla, and Timothy Tyler were our top 3 performers there. So definitely know Juan Escamilla is going to be there. Timothy Tyler, he's not in the top 10 just yet, but he's just on the outskirts, I do believe. So we're going to keep an eye on Timothy Tyler as he's moving up through the field tonight. Zach Harry, though, now Zach Harry is he's a competitor, races across a lot of different series in the iRacing community. So keep an eye on him. You're going to see his name quite a bit tonight as well. All right, taking a look at our top 10, we got Juan Escamilla, Nick Bauman, Trevor Haley, Sam Baker, Brian Hayes, James Smith, Dave Scott, Brian Hubbard, Dale Rapp, Alex Leeball, Chris Vincent, Austin Dillon. That'll be our top 12 tonight. We're going to get this tweaked just a little bit as well, as it's not aligning the way it's supposed to. But in the meantime, we've got getting ready to start it out as we're getting used to this. We got, well, something just does not seem to be working appropriately. Here we go. We're figuring it out. All right, Juan Escamilla, Nick Bauman, Trevor Haley, Sam Baker. In 5 and 6, Brian Hayes and James Smith of S&M. Dave Scott and Brian Hubbard of CNY. Dale Rapp and Alex Leeball out of LSH. Chris Vincent and Austin Medellin, we're going to have to get going here. I do believe we missed a couple as we're trying to get used to this. There we go. We were on the right one. Chris Vincent, Austin Medellin there. Brandon Showers and Randy, father-son duo from Dark Horse. Ricky Miles and Ryan Wilson. Isabel Pena, Eric Hayden. Keegan Wise, Brittany Mitchell. Jaden Porter, Zachary Harry. Evan Perry and Randy Schweitzer. Matt Brown and Dylan Ellert. John Miles and Timothy Tyler. And Jamie Shaw and Jacob Weedman. All right, well, we're out. Got the pace laps going around. We're going to have a green flag here. Go over a few of the rules real quick. We got 60 laps of green flag racing. So what's going to end up happening here is we're going to throw a caution at lap 20, because if there's a wreck, we're going to throw the caution at lap 20. That'll be the stage, and all the cars that are lapped down will be afforded the opportunity to get those laps back, or as many as they can. And then from there, we're going to race again. We're going to go all the way to 40 for stage 2. And just like the previous stage, everybody that got laps down are going to get those laps back. And we're going to kick it off for the final as we go all the way down to lap 60. And we crown a champion here tonight in Daytona. The suspense is building, guys. The pace car is in. Juan Escamilla, Nick Bauman got the green flag, and we're off right here in Daytona on the Highline Racing Network. Let's go. Just like that, real quick, Juan Escamilla is up on the Highline right in front of his teammate Trevor Haley. Nick Bauman right behind him as AWR's 47 car, driven by Brian Hayes, is on the move on the bottom with Dave Scott right behind him. They're barreling it down. The cars are looking beautiful tonight. These guys didn't hesitate at all. They went out and they got the best paint jobs they could get. But the Highline is maintaining the dominance right now. Waiting to see. It looks like the 4 cars driven by Sam Baker. He's probably going to get sold out at some point, as the Dark Horse drivers right in front of him are going to stick together. The 4 car is going to need to team up with S&M's CEO right behind him there in the red S&M. These guys are battling it right now, holding it tight as we're watching Dark Horse 3 cars deep, bumper to bumper. That's the kind of stuff that's gonna get a win tonight. You guys gotta watch it as Trevor Haley's dropping to the bottom. Trevor Haley now on the bottom, trying to get air. I'm sure he was getting pretty hot. Not seeing Sean Stamper tonight. We're on board right here with Trevor Haley, though. Here we'll be able to show you guys some of the new stuff as we're on board camera. We got our we got the ticker going across the top. Wow, every time this is going to go down, we're always going to run the ticker up top so you can still keep up with what's going on. As we're watching Nick Bauman now cutting in front of Trevor Haley as well, as all 3 of these guys are teammates battling. Looks like they're going to try to control and manage Highline and bottom at the moment. Watching Trevor Haley as he's pushing Nick Bauman, last week's winner, Mr. Twinkle Toes himself. Juan Escamilla just there on the high side in the Jersey Mike's car. We're going to be bouncing around here. We're definitely going to get eyes on people. Just remember, we've told everybody many a times, if you're out here, you're watching the race, if you're supporting a driver, somebody that you want to see on track, throw it down in the messages, guys. We'll look at it. We'll see it. We're going to get the camera on them. I can't tell you we're going to get it on them immediately, but we will definitely get it on them. Taking a look at chat now, we got Tracy's in chat. Says, thanks for kicking me for someone spinning me out. Apparently he got kicked. I can promise you this, when it comes to the admins and the Highline Racing Network, they don't play no games. We got this race opened to the public. It is in the hosted sessions. So we got guys from all different walks of life coming in here, all different series. Some guys are terrorists on track and some are great. It's hard, but we try to maintain the integrity of the race at all times. As we're still watching the 88, Nick Bauman there on the bottom, getting a big bump there by the AWR's number 47, Brian Hayes. We got people asking for stages. Stages tonight are lap 20 and lap 40. We will get that all thrown up for you. All right. Time to bounce it around. Look like Brian Hayes has got left out there on the bottom as the high line is flying at the moment. Well, watching these guys come around right now. Here we go. We are on lap 8. I'm going to remind you guys, that first stage is at lap 20. These boys are really, really battling up front. These dark horse guys maintaining dominance. Just one guy drops low. The bottom line is going to have to get tight. They're going to have to push up to prevent the dark horse guys from continuously switching lanes, allowing the pushers to cool off. We got one going down pit road as we speak. We're going to bounce it around, though. We're going to get eyes on Chris Vincent. Chris Vincent there. Chris Vincent in the 33. He's in the 33 car tonight, but he's being tracked as 45 by iRacing. There you see 33 down there on the bottom line, just there in front of the white 5, driven by Ricky Miles. Bouncing around. We're heading over. We're going to take a look at Jamie Shaw. Jamie Shaw, he's an S&M driver. He's an S&M admin. Keep an eye on the 84. 84 looked like he's driving right there with his blinking partner, the Anaheim Hammer, John Miles. Jacob Weedman, just a couple cars back, started 30th, now sitting in 22nd in the 38. Good to see you out here. Trevor Haley looked like he's dropping back there on the high side as Alex Leeball now in front of him. Started in 3rd, now dropped all the way back. Our points leader now dropped back to 10th. We're on lap 10, halfway to stage. Watching these guys in a fan cam as they're coming around. Getting ready to pass the start finish. Justin Lee Pearson, AWR driver, also runs with the iRacers Lounge podcast. We're going to bounce it around. We're going to head over and check out Austin Medlin. Austin Medlin currently in 17th, dropped back some. Started in 12th. Brittany Mitchell's in the house. Brittany Mitchell in the 39, currently in 15th, up 5 spots. Good stuff, Brittany. We're going to keep an eye on you. Ricky Miles there in the white 5 as he's battling on the bottom. Currently sitting in 6th spot, all the way up from 22nd. We got to get back on the leaders. And just like that, Trevor Haley on the high line is back in action. As we're 3 laps to go, going down to 2 to go, 2 to lap 15. I almost said stages. I'm so accustomed to running in the S&M series where we typically throw a stage caution is at 15. We're going to take a look at our lap leaders. Currently, Juan Escamilla. Juan Escamilla's led 4. Nick Bauman 4. Trevor Haley 3. Brian Herbert's got 2. Our biggest gainers of the evening. Harrison Parrott up 16. Jim Segredo 11. Zach Harry, Justin Lee Pearson, all 11 with Jerry Fassett at 10. Still watching these leaders as they're barreling around. Trevor Haley with Juan Escamilla right behind him as they're passing lap cars now. They just passed the 17. 17 driven by Dean Illert. I'm not exactly sure how you pronounce that last name. Everybody's starting to come down pit road. We're watching these guys come out, see who's first one out. Oh, it looked like it was Juan Escamilla, then Trevor Haley, but James Smith is in the mix too. Now the second group of guys, we got one going around. Looks like he's wrecking. We definitely got one wrecked. He's in the pits. Dave Scott went around. So did the 29. Currently being tracked as the leaders, Brittany Mitchell. Brittany Mitchell has not pitted yet. No way. No way. She's only probably got 14 to 15 laps. She must have saved a little bit, but she's definitely going to need gas. No way she's making it to 20. Eric Hayden there in the double nuts car. Pedley's Garage. And if you didn't know, Pedley's Garage is an official sponsor of the Highline Racing Network. Any moment now. Now we're showing Matt Brown is being tracked as the lead. Here comes Trevor Haley and all these dark horse boys. Trevor Haley, Juan Escamilla, and James Smith, all right there in a row. James Smith and Juan Escamilla, they've had a checkered past. Juan Escamilla used to run a lot in S&M, not as much anymore these days, but these two guys used to battle. They used to have a battle of the words too. They're definitely rivals, so keep an eye on these two as they're battling tonight. We're up to lap 17 as Trevor Haley's going to lead us to 18. 2 laps to go. A lot of battles going on right now across the track. The fastest 5 laps average is Matt Brown, Jaden Porter, Timothy Tyler, Kyle Cameron of AWR, the captain. And Kevin Calkins is in here. We got to get eyes on Kevin. We knew he was coming in. He's got a spotter with him as well. As we're coming to 19. Last lap right here to the stage break as Trevor Haley's leading it with Juan Escamilla right behind him. I'm really curious with all the points on the line and with Juan Escamilla falling back from lead, Back into 4th spot is Juan Escamilla. Going to try to make a move. Is he going to try to make a move and steal the stage out from underneath Trevor Haley, the points leader? Something's telling me he might. But right now it's making it difficult as they're coming around all these different lap cars. As Trevor Haley, oh, Juan Escamilla is making a move. Juan Escamilla is making a move. He's on the bottom. Oh, my goodness. I do believe. Oh, he did not. It does not look like Juan Escamilla got it. Trevor Haley has gotten the stage. We're going to go back and take a look because that was close. All right. Watching these guys come around. Might need to try to change the view here. See what we got here. Trying to see these guys. We see Juan Escamilla. He's there at the bottom. Trevor Haley at the top as they're getting ready to come around. It does look like Juan Escamilla had the pace to get there. But it was just not enough as Trevor Haley is going to be stage 1 winner tonight. Congratulations to Trevor Haley. All right, we're back live. So we're going to take a look at our lap leaders real fast. So our lap leaders tonight, Trevor Haley's got the most with 9. Closest one to him there's Juan Escamilla with 4. Our biggest gainers thus far in the first stage is Jerry Fassett of AWR. We can get eyes on Jerry Fassett. Jerry Fassett will be in the 71. There's Jerry Fassett, and he's going around. Jerry Fassett gained 18 spots with Zach Carey 14, Jamie Shaw as well, John Miles and Rex Jarwala. We've got eyes on Kevin Calkins now. Looks like he is having issues. He just went into the pits. We got eyes on Eric Caden now. Kyle Cameron looks like he's getting some laps back. Kyle Cameron is currently 1 lap down. Taking a look at our pit stop stats for tonight. Looks like Trevor Haley just took fuel. Our top 9 is showing pretty much just took fuel, so we'll keep an eye on that. Matt Brown, Kyle Cameron, Chris Vincent, and Evan Perry all had to get some repairs done. So they may be playing it smart, trying to save some of those fast repairs. Watching these guys, they're coming around, getting ready to. A few of these guys that are getting their laps back, coming through the pits, get those laps back, get those cars fixed, get fueled up, back on track, back on lead lap, back into action, and back with a chance to win this race right here in Daytona on the I-Line Racing Network. While we're here, we're going to go over the Pedley's Keys to Success tonight. Pedley's Keys to Success at Daytona. Fast starts. You definitely gotta be on the move quick. You don't want to be that guy that loses draft quick, that's not managing his start. You definitely don't want to be the guy that's starting in 3rd or 4th gear as opposed to 2nd. Your pit strategy. This is a fuel strategy race, so you've got to maintain a strong pit strategy. You got to stick to it. If it's not working though, you're gonna have to adjust that strategy on the fly. Of course, you want to avoid the big one. Anytime you can avoid the big one, you're just gonna keep moving to the front. It's pretty easy in a Daytona race to get into the top 10 just by avoiding the big one and just being patient. And at the end of the day, a strong finish, as we like to call it on the High Line and in the AWR team. At the end of the race, man, it's time for money moves. If you want to get a strong finish, you got to get them money moves. So that's Pedley's keys to success tonight. As we're back on board with the leaders here, so we're watching Evan Perry that just passed by, SMT driver, number 72. Top 10 right now: Trevor Haley, Juan Escamilla, Brandon Showers, Nick Bauman, Zach Harry, Brian Hubbard, Brian Hayes, and Randy Showers. Getting SDK refreshed. Pace car's in, and we're going back green right here in Daytona. Trevor Haley got the green flag. He's off with Juan Escamilla right above him. These two guys are teammates, I fully expect. Trevor Haley's going to try to work his way back up in front of Juan there. We did see Juan. It looked like he was trying to make a move to try and pass for the stage win, but with all the lap traffic at the time, he was just kind of stuck. We got Tord Plazas in the chat, says this is gonna be a crazy race. It might be. In the meantime, we're gonna be bouncing it around though. Jaden Porter in the house. Jaden Porter won the very first Highline Racing Network race ever. And he hasn't been with us as much lately, but we're glad he's here tonight. He is a top tier driver for sure. Jaden Porter there on the high side. Looks like he's being tracked as 49, but it looks like he's in the 28 up high against the wall. Right behind Justin Lee Pearson there in the AWR iRacing Lounge podcast car, as these guys are now 3 wide. Looks like Jaden Porter deciding to settle in here for a little bit behind the 29. As we're taking a look at Matt Brown. Matt Brown there on the high side in the 9 SMT car. As these guys are battling in the back. Watching these guys battle right now, as you see Jerry Fassett back there. Jim Segredo coming into the mix right behind Matt Brown. It's a battle tonight. Juan Escamilla still holding the lead with teammate Trevor Haley and the Showers boys right there with him. We got eyes on Ryan Wilson. Ryan Wilson back here started 16th all the way back to 28th. Still on lead lap though. Not sure what happened with Ryan. Several guys it looks like went off track. It's like James Smith was involved in a crash. We're going to get over and check that out. We're going to have to bring it back just a hair. All right, here we go. Ooh. A lot of guys there involved in that. James Smith. He'll get recovered from, oh, wow. He's not going to be able to recover from that. He's going to be heading into the pits. Get that one fixed for sure as we're going back live. Still on with Ryan Wilson here. We're going back, double check. Keep an eye on the leaders. We're going to go into our crank it up. Everybody loves to crank it up, so we're going to take a quick break from the broadcast, and we're going to let you guys watch a little bit of the crank it up from the leaders. Trevor Haley and Jaden Porter now linked up. They're pushing right there in front of Juan Escamilla. Jaden Porter is listed. Let's take a look here. It says Jaden Porter is listed as, it says on my screen, it's telling me that he is listed as a team of none, but we do know for a fact he is with Dark Horse. There you go. You can see it now. We had to find the button. Like I said, we're still getting used to our new layout, but he is indeed with Dark Horse. So for anybody that's mistaken, Jaden Porter is he's not only with Dark Horse, he's one of the top drivers for Dark Horse in the 4-wide series. Jaden Porter last season was in the running to win, but was wrecked out there towards the end of the championship race in the 4-wide series. As he's linked up strong at the moment. 4 Dark Horse drivers all lined up right now. As we got 7 laps to go to the stage. So we're going to get back over and we're going to take a look at a few more of these drivers. We're going to see if we can't get eyes on Chris Vinson. Chris Vinson also listed as none, but we know he is he's going to be with Team Watson Racing. Oh, Ryan Wilson getting into it a little bit there with Dave Scott and James Smith. These guys got to keep it clean. James Smith just got out of the pits. James Smith still a little scraped up there on the side, so he's probably saving. He's probably trying to save a fast repair for a little bit of damage. Not a big deal. Jim Segredo. Jim Segredo currently in 21st with AWR. The voice of the High Line. Timothy Tyler here in the 83. Timothy Tyler is CEO of Dark Horse Racing. He's the man that goes out and finds some of the top drivers. Some of the top drivers across iRacing. I'm not telling you they got the highest, iRating. I'm not telling you that. But what I am telling you is he's got some of the top drivers that run in iRacing. Kyle Cameron, the captain, one of the co-founders of the of Angry Wives Racing, partnered with Zachary Cato. As we're up to lap 36, looking for Randy Schweitzer. Randy Schweitzer, where are you? Looks like we're not having Randy Schweitzer. We don't have Kevin Calkins either. Well, we got John Miles of S&M as he's coming around in the 69. A lot of guys going into the pits. A lot of guys. John Miles on the move. We're trying to get eyes on Nick Bauman. Looks like Nick Bauman there in the 88. He's staying out with Ricky Miles at the moment as we're up to lap 38. Currently being told Ricky Miles is currently the leader. I do suspect Trevor Haley and Juan Escamilla are going to get out and overtake Ricky Miles in turn 3, moving to 4. That's taking it to lap 39. And there he goes. He's pitting. As we're moving over to Randy Showers. Looks like Randy Showers is going to end up taking over as our leader with Matt Brown and Trevor Haley right behind him. As we're coming to stage 2. Trying to keep an eye on Ricky Miles, though. Ricky Miles just now coming out of the pits as These guys are barreling down. Matthew Brown right on him. Trevor Haley there behind him. Trevor Haley linked up with Porter. And we're coming up to turn 3. They're battling right now. Trevor Haley on the high side. Here we go. Coming to stage 2. Who's going to win it? They're neck and neck. They're neck and neck. I can't tell. Oh, it looks like Randy got it. It looks like Randy got it. Randy Showers in the 22 of Dark Horse Racing beats out his partner, Trevor Haley, to take stage 2 right here in Daytona on the Highline Racing Network. Great job, Randy Showers. Looking across the field here, some of these pit stops are seriously making a big difference for these guys. Taking a look at the pits again. Randy Showers went in fuel only. Trevor Haley took 2 tires this time around. Matt Brown, Ricky Miles, fuel only. As you can see, these guys were there. I guarantee you. It's very, very impressive to see that Randy Showers was able to get in there, take fuel only, and get that win with Matt Brown right on him pushing. Like I said, we are up to our final 20 laps of the race. Looking at some of our best battles of the night. We're looking at Porter and Mitchell. We're looking at Tyler and Hayes. Keep an eye on these guys. Lap leaders. Trevor Haley still holding the most. Our top 5 fastest laps being run by Jamie Shaw, Brian Hayes, Jaden Porter, James Smith, and Nick Bauman. Our fastest 5 there on the last lap, though, Dave Scott, Chris Vinson in the house. Good stuff. And our top 5 average, though, the man with the plan at all times, Jerry Fassett, leading the way with a 47.37 with Brandon Showers right behind him, Jim Segredo and Baker. Of course, we love to keep an eye on our biggest gainers of the night as we see a lot of guys. It's going to fluctuate as these guys are coming through the pits right now, but Jim Segredo has got 30 spots. He had 30 spots as he entered the pits there. I'm going to watch several of these guys coming out of the pits here. James Smith going in. Oh, it looks like we lost our footage right there. Watching them come back out. Oh, the 07 gets into it with our stage winner, Randy Showers, as they're coming out of the pits. Anybody that knows anything about super speedway racing, you know, of course you want to live to see another day, and you don't want to get involved in the big one. But you also want to win the battle on pit road. Taking a look at our top 10. We got Trevor Haley, Matt Brown, Juan Escamilla, Randy Showers, Ricky Miles, Zach Harry, Dave Scott, Chris Vincent, Baker, Sam Baker, and Brandon Showers rounding out our top 10. Got some guys asking for some help in the chat. The 39 onto pit road. Who was the 39? Let's see if we can't get eyes on who the 39 is. Looking at chat, they're talking about Brittany Mitchell. I don't think we got an indication for Brittany Mitchell. Unfortunately, we did not. Man, there is a lot of people out there with their Discords being hacked. So keep an eye on that. We already know Craig Rowe of CSR Broadcasting. We know of some of the guys from the SDK community. Justin Lee Pearson. So there's definitely some malware going on out there, guys. So keep an eye on that. Do not click on anything referring to testing video games or any of that stuff.
Not going. Not going.
Looks like they're extending the caution here. We're not exactly sure. It looks like we had several guys that crashed. We're going to go back and look at it real fast. Jaden Porter involved, Eric Hayden, and Jerry Fassett. All right. Jerry Fassett there in the 71, that pink car. He comes down, hits the... spins across the nose of the 28. The 28 was a little higher than he probably needed to be. Looked like Jerry might have needed to come down, but he didn't have as much room as he wanted. Take it back one more time. Will be coming up right here. Right here. There it is. We're going back live. All right, we are back live. Trevor Haley, Zach Harry, Matt Brown, Juan Escamilla, Randy Showers, Dave Scott, Ricky Miles, Sam Baker, Chris Vincent, and Evan Perry rounding out our top 10. As we're going to get our tower back up. Well, we're going to be looking at about 16 laps to go. So much going on. So much going on. It's definitely going to take a little bit of getting used to with some of this stuff. But that is to be expected. As pace car's in. Trevor Haley's taking us back green. Matt Brown on the high side as we are off. Trevor Haley there on the bottom with Matt Brown on the high side. It's like Randy Showers there right behind Matt Brown. I don't think Randy got too much damage as he drops down right in front of Dave Scott. Teaming up there with Juan Escamilla, pushing up to the 99. These guys are holding it strong as the bottom line is definitely more dominant at the moment. Brandon Showers trying to make moves there on the high side. Trevor Haley jumps up right in front of Juan Escamilla as they're on the move, but Randy Showers right behind him. The Dark Horse boys played those guys, played them perfectly. They all fell for it as they all linked up. But now Dave Scott's trying to battle with them as he looks like he touches Trevor Haley as he's trying to push the 7 car. Trevor Haley still leading the way. But Zach Harry making his move. Zach Harry trying to gain the lead with Dave Scott and the 4 by Sam Baker. Are they going to be able to compete against such a strong force on the high line? Zach Harry, I told you from the beginning, Zach Harry is a competitor. We're going to move around. We're going to look for some of these guys. We got Austin Medlin here. Looking for him. Looks like he is not with us anymore. Ryan Wilson here of AWR. Ryan Wilson there in the 23. Linked up with his teammate. There in the, actually all 4. We got the iRacer Lounge podcast car right in front of the 47 driven by Justin Pearson. That is a teammate of Ryan Wilson. Watching these guys battle from the back. Trevor Haley still leading up front. Zach Harry in second, up 20 spots. Getting eyes on Brian Hebert, CNY driver there in the 87. Going on the roll bar. We're on the roll bar with Brian Hebert. Watching them go. The sparks are flying. We're up to lap 50. Moving back on board with the leaders. Nick Bauman is now taking over the lead. Oh, Trevor Haley's going around. Trevor Haley's going around. He saves it. He's trying to merge back in. Looks like Trevor Haley did save it. Wow, with 10 laps to go. Here in Daytona, I do not think our points leader is going to be able to battle back to the front. I do not. Trevor Haley off pace. This is going to This is really going to hurt him. He'll be able to get caught back up when the caution comes out. But for the time being, he is by his lonesome. Hopping over here to Jaden Porter. Jaden Porter currently running second. They're on the bottom in the 28 Ally car. Like I said, he's being tracked as 49 by iRacing. Brandon Showers right there with him as these guys are battling hard. Looking for Timothy Tyler. Timothy Tyler there in the black and green, there towards the back on the inside line. Here he comes. The Anaheim Hammer, John Miles, currently in 19th. We're up to 8 to go. Nick Bauman moving, playing it smart as these guys up front in the dark horse are linked up, moving from the high line to the bottom line as they're allowing their teammates to maintain temperatures with their oil and water. A lot of conversation about Brittany Mitchell. So we're going to get eyes. Oh! Justin Lee Pearson's going around. Matt Brown. Several guys.
Really doing a great job, man. We'll keep working on this thing for you. How you doing inside there? You feeling okay?
We're going to get eyes on this. All right. We're going to back it up just a hair here. I don't think I seen what I wanted to see there. So we're going to take it back one more time. Right here. I think we want to go into a... We're going to go into this chase cam. And then we're going to take it quarter speed here. And see what happened with Justin Lee Pearson there in the 58. We see Alex Leebaugh in the 24 as he dropped down low. Jerry Fassett barreling in, tags Justin Lee Pearson there on the right rear, sending him all out of sorts. Taking out Brian Hayes there in the 47 as well. So Jerry Fassett is an AWR driver that just tagged the 58 with a very, very bad bump, causing this wreck. His teammate, taking out 2 of his teammates along with at least 3 other cars there. We're going back live. As we're back on board with our leader, as we're looking at lap 55. I'd like to remind everyone, it's a 60 lap race, but we do have 3 green white checkers. Watching these guys come down pit road. Gonna take a look at our pit stop stats. We'll see what these guys are doing. Alex Leebaugh, fuel only. Brian Herbert, wow, 4 tires. Wow, with 5 laps to go. That is a big mistake, Brian. But Alex Lieball out of the pits first. In first. I'm really concerned. We're looking at Brian Hubbard, though. He's sitting in second. No way. No way he took tires there. Well, we'll keep an eye on that, as we're going to take a look at our fastest five, our 5 for 5 tonight, as we're watching cars get their laps back. Our 5 for 5 tonight, our top 5 average: Jamie Shaw of S&M, Nick Bauman of Dark Horse, Brandon Showers, also Dark Horse, Jaden Porter, Dark Horse, and Sam Baker. Lap leaders on the evening: Trevor Haley at 15. And our biggest gainers of the evening: Jim Segrito at 22 spots, Matt Brown 22, Kyle Cameron 22. Hey, Hard Charger is up for grabs. Who's it going to be? Alex Lieball. Alex Lieball, a big-time Cleveland Browns fan. Originally out of the Baltimore area. Currently living down in Florida. You know, found that, hey, the beach, palm trees, sunny skies, it's a better life than up there in the cold and the snow. I too would love to move to Florida one day, but in the meantime, I'm just gonna have to stick it out right here in Reno, Nevada. So it looks like we're gonna be going green this time around. Looks like we're going to lead. This will lead us up to our first green-white checkered of the evening. Everybody getting tight. We're going to watch this restart from the Highline chopper. Alex Lieball, Brian Hubbard, Jaden Porter, Matt Brown, Nick Bauman, Zach Carey, Sam Baker, Brandon Showers, Randy Showers, and Dave Scott rounding out the top 10. Key drivers: Juan Escamilla in 12th, Trevor Haley back in 15th. Pace cars in. Alex Lieball of LSH taking us back green right here.
Ready, green, green, green.
And they're off. Alex Lieball taking a big bump from Matt Brown in the 9 right behind him. They are bumper to bumper, top and bottom. Not a whole lot of room in between any of these cars. I see one taking it 3 wide. Looks like he tucked it back in. Who's got the fortitude? Oh, we see Trevor Haley. Trevor Haley's got the fortitude. Who's going to team up with him? That third line is forming. Jaden Porter worked his way to the front. Jaden Porter now in the lead. Jaden Porter pulling hard. Nick Bauman right behind him. 2 Dark Horse drivers versus Brian Hubbard and Alex Lieball. They're on the bottom. We're at 59 out of 60. Looks like we're going to be getting a white flag if they don't get a wreck. They're coming out of 4. Here it comes. The white flag is out. This is it. This is it. Jaden Porter of Dark Horse leading the way. We love our Dark Horse friends. We do. But they dominate. We got them wrecking in the back. Looks like John Miles going around. We really want to see Brian Hebert pull it out. We're rooting for you, Brian. Let's go, leave all. Give it all you got. Push the 87. Oh, let the 87 go around. The leader's wrecked. The leader's wrecked. Matt Brown. Matt Brown is taking the lead. It looks like Matt Brown is going to win. Matt Brown is going to win right here in Daytona. He is going to win. Wow. He has gotten the win. It's unofficial at the moment. It is unofficial at the moment. Wow, that is unfortunate for Brian Hebert. It's unfortunate for Jaden Porter. Wow. We're going to go back and see it. We're definitely got to see this. We're going to back this up. A lot of cars right here in this guy. All right. We're going to leave it in this angle for the moment. And we're going to go ahead and take it quarter speed and see what we get here. All right, we know the Valvoline right there, driven by Brian Hebert, is going to take a bad bump, possibly from Alex Leiball, turns him. He tries to recover, bring it back in, catches Alex's nose, turns him right into the leader, Jaden Porter, taking out a mass array of drivers. Some key drivers did make it through, but for the most part, the Dark Horse guys were all taken out. Our top 10, we're going to get the results up here. So taking a look here at the results page, as you can see, Matt Brown wins on 1 lap led. The winner tonight is Ryan Wilson, popping in with a podium finish in second of AWR, and Ricky Miles, the co-CEO of S&M, he also pulling in a podium position. All in all, we had 12 different leaders tonight, 9 different green flag changes, a total of 3 cautions, 7 caution laps. Our hard charger of the evening, Kyle Cameron, up 35 positions. Wow. Our most laps led, of course, Trevor Haley with 26 laps led. Unfortunate how his race ended tonight. Matt Brown, fastest lap and the win. And, of course, our pole position, Juan Escamilla. And we're going to go over our top 10 as a whole, as we've already covered our top 3. We're going to jump right over to Kyle Cameron of AWR, getting 4th place with Dave Scutt in 5th. So looking at this, an SMT driver wins the race, 2 AWR guys in the top 5, and 2 S&M drivers in also in the top 5. It does state that Dave Scutt's SMT Racing, but Dave Scutt is S&M Racing. He just needs to get his SDK updated. Chris Vinson, TWRS. Brian Hayes of AWR with a top 10. Jerry Fassett as well. Eric Hayden in the house. Sam Baker. Round out our top 10. So congratulations, guys. Outstanding race tonight. We're going to go over now, and we're going to see if we can't get some interviews with some of these guys. See if we can't get eyes on Matt Brown. See if we can't get Matt Brown in the chat with us tonight. We're looking across Not seeing Matt Brown in any chat available to speak with. But we do have our second place driver, Ryan Wilson, that we're going to try to get. So Matt Brown, if you're in the chat, just know we'd like to talk to you. So try to get back into the chat if you can. But in the meantime, we're going to try to bring in Ricky Miles. Ricky Miles tends to have a pretty bad microphone, but we're going to give it a shot and see if we can't talk to him. Third place finisher, Ricky Miles, coming in. Ricky Miles, you're in the booth with Tommy Rogers right here in the Highline Racing Network. You got comms.
Yes, sir, buddy.
All right. I was kind of worried about your microphone, but it sounds like I can hear you pretty good. Well, we saw what happened there. We saw where Brian Hebert got turned or got pushed off track on a bad bump by Alex Leiball. He tried to bring it back in, clipped the front end there of Alex Leiball, taking out Dark Horse. It pretty much wiped Dark Horse out. All of you guys come flying through. Man, congratulations on the podium finish tonight, Ricky Miles, but give us your tale of the tape. What did you see? How did you get up there in the third spot from your perspective?
Well, I've been running good all night. You know, I've been putting in a lot of hours, 10, 15 hours a day for the last couple of weeks, and I finally got a feel for this car, you know. I've been struggling with it, but I just kept thinking, you know, there's got to be my time's going to come sooner or later, but had a good run all night, you know, been up in the top 6 or 7 most of the night, you know, and kind of got touched one time in the quarter panel, had to go back to 10th or 12th, but just stayed focused and just keep trying hard and, you know, and just try to stay out of trouble, you know, and be there at the end.
I heard that, man, and you did just that. You pretty much stayed out of trouble. You worked your way up there, and the Rocket from S&M co-CEO Ricky Miles pulling it down tonight in Daytona under the lights on the High Line right here with each and every one of you. All right, Ricky, we're going to finish it up here with you, but now's your chance. The final word, any kind of shout outs, anybody you want to thank, now's the time.
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to S&M and Highline and all the drivers from the other teams. Appreciate y'all coming out, supporting everybody and each other every night for 2 or 3 years now, you know, and we just work together and try to make things better, and we really enjoy everybody and enjoy their company and them working together and having a good time.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Give a shout out to my wife as well, man. She's been putting up with me, so I give a shout out to my wife, Lisa, and everybody else. But I appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir. You better give that shout out to Lisa, man. All right, congratulations, Ricky. I'm just through the roof for you guys. I'll get you moved down. I don't see any more of the S&M guys in here at the moment, so I think I'm just gonna go ahead and move you down so you can talk to the Highline guys. And then from there, you can work your way to wherever you'd like to be.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. All right, we're bringing in Ryan Wilson now. Ryan Wilson of AWR in a 23 Wolf car. You got comms.
Yes, sir.
Well, like I was telling Ricky, you know, Brian Hebert, unfortunately, they're driving 87, leading the way on the bottom line, gets a bad bump from Alex Leiball, pushes him off track. He tries to bring it back, basically resulting in wiping out the High Line, along with most of Dark Horse Racing, because at the time he took out the leader of Jaden Porter, and it opens the door. Yeah, Matt Brown takes the win. But give us your tale of the tape coming in P2.
Well, I seen a little wiggle up front, and I went back and I did watch it, and it looked like Hubbard had kind of came up in front of Alex, so and mid bump with Alex, he was starting to slide back down across his nose, and that gave him a good wiggle, and Alex just, he didn't have time to check up for it. But I mean, I can't say that I'm upset about it.
I hear that.
I was trapped on the bottom line. I couldn't get up there, and I seen it start, and I told him, I said, "Here it is, boys," and I just grip the wheel and pray, and you know, it worked out this time.
Yes, sir. And I mean, you said it. You said you got trapped, and that's. I used to love Daytona. You know, when I'm behind the wheel, I love Daytona from the booth. But when I drive now, I prefer Dega over Daytona simply because you don't get trapped as easily. You've always got the opportunity generally to get to the wall, you know, given you got the fortitude to do so, and, you know, go for the glory. And, but in Daytona, like you said, you get trapped, and there ain't a whole lot you can do except for hope and pray. And tonight, that worked out for you. So we're gonna wrap this up here with P2, but before we do, we're gonna give Ryan Wilson, the Wolf, last word. Any shout outs you got to give? Anybody you got to thank? Now's the time.
You know, I was sitting back there in my little jail cell, and you know, I seen James in front of me, and I thought, man, if I could get in behind him and push him up there, that would be awesome. So, you know, this guy, he pretty much runs the playpen for us, you know, during the weeks and stuff, and with S&M. So I really feel like I want to shout them out and let everybody know, you know, it's a great group of guys that, you know, just want to run good races, and they run super speedways every night at 9, and you know, I know they're part of a sponsor with Highline, and you know, shout out to Highline, you know, making it all possible, trying to trailblaze a little bit and try something new, and definitely TWRS for partnering with us and doing some setups. Unfortunately, tonight wasn't the TWRS setup, so you know, it threw a little wrench in the plans. So, you know, the car wasn't 100% stable, but you know, it caused people to have to drive, and that was a little adventurous tonight.
Absolutely. Well, you know, as your teammate, you know, and as your partner, man, and as one of your best friends, congratulations on your first podium finish here in the Highline Racing Network this season. Very happy for you, and we're gonna get you down back with the boys so you can go celebrating. I know you guys are gonna go out partying tonight, boy. So we'll get you down there. Congrats, man.
Hey, I appreciate it. We're all going out tonight and getting matching AWR tattoos.
All right, but don't get a pink one.
No, all right.
All right, we're going to bring Brian Hubbard, who got turned there. He's in the waiting room, so we're going to bring him in and hear what Brian's got to say. Brian Hubbard of 87 turned right there on the last lap by Alex Leeball on a bad bump. Give us your tell of the tape.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm going to try to, but after that wreck, I think I'm a little concussed.
I think so.
But yeah, man, I looked back at it. It just looked like a racing incident. I was getting shoved like hell from Leeball the whole way around the track. I mean, he was incredible to work with. I wanted us to finish 1-2 if we could. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. Just got shoved out of the way a little bit, got a bad bump, turned it, tried to save it. Didn't work out for us, but I had to give it a shot.
You definitely did. And, you know, I want to shed a little light on something here. You know, you spoke of Alex Leeball. Alex Leeball, he's kind of a free agent. You know, he runs with LSH in the Masters of the Draft League, but in the Highline Racing League, his teammates that run in LSH are AWR drivers first and foremost. They just run in LSH there because they can't have as many people on one team. So with that said, they're on the LSH team with Alex Leiball, but Alex Leiball is here in the Highline without a team. And a couple of his other teammates are also on the S&M team, such as like Dave Scott, for example. So as you guys are starting to, race more and more with people, and you're starting to see that, hey, I work well with this guy. Some of you guys with not as many teammates may consider, linking up. Maybe just even if you're not going to become sanctioned teammates, at the very least, have a conversation in Discord one of these days. You never know what it could lead to. It could end up leading to a 5-man team that's out here really competing hard against the top every week. So, keep that in mind. I'm glad that you say it was just a racing incident. From what we saw, it was just a racing incident. It was just unfortunate for the Dark Horse guys, because when you came back up, you took out the Dark Horse leader and a bunch of Dark Horse behind him, which opened the door to some new guys pulling down a checkered flag, and Matt Brown gets his first of the season. So it was a bad thing on your behalf, but at the end of the day, it ended up shaking things up on the leaderboard. So it's not necessarily a bad thing. But do you have anything else you want to add there, Brian?
Yeah, Tommy, for sure. Congratulations to Matt Brown. That was a good win when probably wasn't expected going catching the white flag, but he was able to adapt and pull it out. So congrats out to him and his team. But yeah, that's your typical Daytona race right there. I gave it my all for 60 laps, and turn 3 just couldn't get it done on the last one, but we'll get them next time.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, as unfortunate as it is, you're still popping out with a top 20 finish. Still going to do pretty decent on the points there. So congratulations. I didn't see your teammate Michael in the race tonight. That was probably unfortunate for you. But I'm going to give you the last word here tonight. We're going to wrap this up. So any shout-outs, any thanks you want to give, since you're in here, you might as well do it. The floor is yours.
Yeah, unfortunately, Michael wasn't able to make it tonight. He had some other stuff come up, so he wasn't able to make it. But I'll always appreciate you guys putting these together, hosting them. Have a lot of fun. Much love to y'all.
Yes, sir. Make sure if you didn't see it, go back and rewatch at least the beginning of the pre-race show, if you will, because we had your fan clip in there. I'm not sure if you got to see it, along with a few other guys. But we will get you moved back down and look for the fans in the broadcast, Brian. And we'll see you here in a couple weeks.
All right, Tommy. Thanks a lot. Take care.
Have a good one, man. All right. Well, that's going to wrap it up for us tonight. Little rough. We still got a few things to work out with our new broadcast, but ultimately, I think everyone can see that we've got a better product. We're going to continue to work on. We're going to continue to make it better. It's all about refining. I think since day one of me getting into iRacing, it's been one thing after another. It never stops. Hey, it's what we love. And at the end of the day, I want to thank each and every one of you guys for tuning in tonight. Everybody that's got the comments, please, please, please throw a like, throw a subscription down, whatever. Hit us up on Discord, hit us up on Facebook. The more, the merrier. And, but at the end of the day, on behalf of Highline Racing Network, we're signing off. Y'all have a good night.
Please don't leave. See y'all next week.